All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the M.A. English syllabus designed for the Madhya Pradesh Higher Education Department. Now, I know, a syllabus sounds a bit dry, right? But actually, scratch that. We aren't going to treat this comprehensive 22-page document as just some boring list of reading assignments. Instead, we're going to look at it as a map. It's literally an intellectual expedition that shows us exactly how we study human history through literature. You might be wondering, what does it actually take to master English literature at a postgraduate level? Is it just sitting in a comfy chair and reading endless novels? No way. It is actually about building deep, critical, historical, and linguistic muscle. It's about dissecting human thought across centuries. To make sense of this massive curriculum, we have 1. M.A. English Program Overview. 2. The core literary genres. 3. Critical theory and analysis. 4. Diverse global literatures. And 5. Advanced linguistic studies. Section 1. M.A. English Program Overview. Okay, so getting the ground rules out of the way. Every semester, students have to take 4 compulsory papers, and the grading is super consistent across the board. 85 marks go to the main theoretical exam, while 15 marks are reserved for Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation, or CCE. Basically, students are evaluated on their ongoing hustle and engagement, not just one big final test. If you look at the first semester poetry paper, you'll see it is meticulously divided into specific units. It's highly organized, giving students clear internal choices for their essay questions. It's a smart setup, ensuring broad coverage while letting students really play to their specific analytical strengths. Section 2. The core literary genres. This part of the syllabus builds your understanding chronologically. It's a brilliant progression, really. You start by stepping into ancient epics, foundational texts like Valmiki's Ramayana and Sophocles' Antigone. From there, you march straight forward in time through the Renaissance with Shakespeare, all the way up to the sharp modern realism of writers like W.H. Auden and Harold Pinter. You are literally tracing the evolution of human storytelling. Now, this is a truly fascinating aspect of the syllabus, the localization. Because it's designed for students in Madhya Pradesh, these core English literary concepts are beautifully translated into Hindi. So a complex idea like picaresque novel becomes picaresque upanyas, picaresque upanyas. It creates this bespoke bridge, letting students grasp Western literary frameworks through their native linguistic structures before they even dive into the English texts. Checking out the fiction syllabus, you can see it heavily emphasizes a huge variety of voices and styles. There are entire units dedicated to historical fiction, naturalism, and prominent women writers. You aren't just getting one perspective. You're analyzing Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights right alongside the realist masterpieces of George Eliot and Charles Dickens. Section 3. Critical Theory and Analysis. So here's the crucial point about a master's program. You aren't just reading for pleasure or following the plot anymore. You are learning critical theory. Think of these as the sophisticated intellectual lenses you need to deconstruct literature like a true scholar. You learn to look past what a story is saying, to uncover why and how it's saying it, based on the politics, philosophy, and psychology of its time. The evolution here is just incredible to see. In semester 3, you're studying ancient foundational literary theory, like Bharat Muni's Natya Shastra and Aristotle's Poetics. But then in semester 4, the curriculum thrusts you into highly complex modern and postmodern thought. You're suddenly grappling with Jacques Derrida's theories and Edward Said's groundbreaking Orientalism. It is a massive, exhilarating intellectual leap. Section 4. Diverse Global Literatures. While those early semesters lean heavily on the traditional British canon, your Shakespeare, John Milton, and Dickens, the later semesters prove that English literature today is absolutely a global, decentralized phenomenon. The syllabus branches way outward, offering deep dives into Commonwealth, American, and Indian writing. The language might be the same, but the cultural paradigms shift completely. In these units, you explore the distinct, independent cultural identities forged by American literary giants like Walt Whitman and Mark Twain. And you do this side by side with iconic Indian voices. The syllabus proudly features Prem Chand, the poetry of Sarojini Naidu, and the brilliant modern fiction of Anita Desai. It is a true cross-cultural dialogue happening right there on the page. Section 5. Advanced Linguistic Studies.
For this final stretch, we step away from the literature itself and look under the hood at the mechanics of the English language. This intense study goes far beyond basic high school grammar. You are encompassing the actual physical sounds in phonetics, the strict structure of words in morphology, the rules of sentence building in syntax, and how all of that is applied artistically in stylistics. It is literally the science of communication.
And this brings us to one of the most surprising and honestly fascinating units in the paper. Before you even get to human grammar, the syllabus asks you to explore the fundamental differences between human language and animal communication systems. It asks the biggest question: what actually makes human language unique in the natural world? To answer that, you have to master some seriously heavy-hitting concepts. You'll study the physical organs of speech to understand vowel classification. You'll break language down to its absolute smallest units with morphemes. You'll even explore sociolinguistics, learning how society and dialect shape the way we speak. You are mastering the scientific mechanics of how authors say what they say. It gives you a totally new appreciation for every single word on a page. So when we step back and look at the whole picture, from navigating the epic poetry of ancient times to decoding the microscopic phonetic structure of modern speech, this syllabus isn't just a list of classes. It is a thrilling, comprehensive expedition into the human experience and exactly how we express it. Which leaves us with one final thought. With such a vast and rich map laid out right in front of you, which part of this literary journey are you most eager to dive into today? Are you heading straight for Shakespearean tragedy, or are you ready to decode the science of phonetics? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy reading.